when I was in 8th grade. I had always walked home alone, and once I got home, I would start on my homework and my sister would come home after a half an hour. This particular day, it was pouring outside. I had forgotten my umbrella. I had to walk with my backpack over my head, the soaking outside. I didn't realize that my laptop was still inside. When I got home, I pulled out my schoolwork and saw my laptop dripping wet from the rain water. I put my laptop on the counter, and not gonna lie, I screamed every curse word in the book. I left my laptop on the counter and went to go use the bathroom. When I got back, my laptop wasn't on the counter. I looked around me. It wasn't anywhere in the kitchen. I had taken off my shoes but left on my socks, so it was very easy to feel the cold water under my feet. I followed the water trail until it had reached my living room. The water trail had gone under my TV stand. The wall behind my TV stand went into a room we never used. My family is very much afraid of spiders, and there was an average of 20 spiders on the wall when we had gotten the house. So the room was very vacant. When I had bent down to look under the TV stand, I heard a loud creak above me. I looked back up and my TV, which is a really large flat screen, had started falling on top of me. I couldn't get out of the way quick enough, and my TV had fallen directly onto my back legs. I had left my cell phone on the counter, so I couldn't call for help. So I laid there, helplessly. I closed my eyes and hoped my sister will come home soon. I looked back under my TV stand and saw a pair of men's hands holding my laptop on the floor. I couldn't run. I couldn't find my voice. I just closed my eyes and covered my head. 20 minutes later, I heard the front door, and I called out my sister and cried some more. I thought that I was gonna finally get help, that I would be saved. But when I looked towards the doorway, it was a man standing there, holding my laptop. I couldn't move. I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't breathe. I stared at him until I passed out from holding my breath for way too long. Woke up a few hours later in a hospital room with my mom and my sister sitting next to me. I immediately told them about the man behind the TV. I asked my sister to record a video when the police looked behind the wall. I deleted the video for the fear of the man returning, for having more evidence against him. But I can't describe what I saw. She walked behind a few officers who had moved the TV stand. They found a hole in the wall, the size of a small bathroom mirror, just big enough for a person to fit through. They also found some of my jewelry, my clothes, and even little bits of my hair. They also found my water-filled laptop. We moved out soon after, and now we are living in a different city. But it still terrifies me to look under small places and the fear of seeing a stranger holding something else. All this started a while back, 4 or 5 months to be exact. But anyway, when it all first started, it was small stuff, like doors opening and closing by themselves. It didn't really freak me out because me and my brother were always told it was a passed on family member, and we believed it. Until about a month in, things started to go missing and would show up across the room. I always ignored it because stuff like that freaked me out. But then things started escalating day by day. I started to feel like someone was watching me when I was alone, and only when I was alone. Then I would start hearing footsteps walking around the house every night around the same time. Every night, they would get closer to my room. One night, they were right outside my door. I heard a knock on my door. I yelled, "Come in," thinking it was my little brother. Then my door opened and no one walked in. I got the feeling I was being watched. The door closed and I didn't get sleep the rest of the night. Then I started to hear footsteps above me. I live in a one-story house, so there shouldn't be anyone up there in the attic. Since I'm the oldest, no one can get up there without me helping. Since we moved in, we haven't been up there at all. Then something happened one night, and it made me feel scared for my life. For the first time in my house. One night, I was sleeping and I heard a cracking sound that was so loud that it woke me up. As soon as I opened my eyes, my closet door fell out, as if someone was on the inside of the closet, pushing up against the door so hard that it made the closet and the top of the door frame completely out on the floor. I made a weemish scream, and my little brother came in running into the room, crying and screaming. He was saying someone had whispered into his ear, "She's mine now. You can't have her back." Then he had heard the big crashing noise. After he took a second to calm down, he had finally seen the closet. He told me that he was scared, and whatever it was here to hurt me. Now he insists on sleeping with me every night, and I will add an update if anything happens again. So, my mom told me that she's seen a figure that was wearing a hat and a coat. She said he would show up and bad things would happen. Recently, I started experimenting with Satanism, and my mom said she's seen that figure on a YouTube video I was watching. Later that day, they've seen an owl and 2 birds hit their windows. Bad omens. My family was very worried and cautious that say. I haven't had any successful summonings, and if I did, I'd probably piss off a few spirits. Anyways, I asked my cousin about any scary stories, and oddly enough, she told me that when she was younger, there was this figure that was wearing a hat and a coat and would sometimes appear and just watch her. I looked at her with the most shocked expression. I told her about my mom, and she was just as shocked too. Later on in the month, that figure showed up on my Facebook. It was saying a lot of people have been seeing this man. I haven't encountered him, except a few times on screen. I don't really believe in stuff like that though. Like I do, but not until I see it with my own eyes. Like I believe other people have encountered spirits and shit like that. But personally, I can't truly believe it till I see it. This happened 2 years ago. Me and my sister shared a room together. We had 2 windows. One was blocked by a dresser, and the other one had a bed by it. We didn't have curtains on the window by the bed. When me and my sister were going to bed, she decided to sleep on the floor, so I slept on the bed. I looked at the bright moon that lit up the whole room. Besides, the window outside was a wooden box that held trash. Anyways, I was dozing off. But when I got up to fix the blanket, outside of the window was something gray peeking in, looking at me. I quickly woke up my sister and we left the room. We moved a year later, and now I close the curtains when I go to sleep. Thank you for watching this video of scary Reddit stories. If you like the content that I make in these videos, or you like the Spooky Thursday videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn that notification on. And remember, every Thursday is Spooky Thursday. And I'll see you next time.